At this sort of thing.
Look, the women have to watch this.
All
the way through.
Let go of me, boy. Too tight. Give him a stand back now. Steady. It's all right.
There's room in the stagecoach for you, Art.
Yeah, I better get you on back to Darby's and get some hot food into you.
I'm all right.
Come on, be a good boy. Don't be stubborn.
Yeah, don't be a fool.
Mind your own business.
Bring this horse over, will you?
She's his wife now and kind of new.
Yeah, looks that way, don't it?
Get his horse.
I take it you've had the privilege of knowing Miss Maitland before she became my wife?
That's right.
Possibly you imagined at the time there was some understanding between you?
Yeah, sure.
My wife is a very impulsive woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Needless to say, I'm pleased to regard any friend of my wife as a friend of my own. However, I don't need to remind you that the pleasure of such an acquaintance depends upon the recognition by all parties of the fact that Miss Maitland is now my wife. She must be given a little time to become accustomed to her new responsibilities. As yet, I must confess that I'm jealous of her least attention. You'll forgive me, I know. A bridegroom is prone to be overly susceptible for a time. Later, when we've had time to get accustomed to our new relations, I shall be delighted to welcome you and others of my wife's friends to our home in San Francisco, if it is still her desire. Until then...
Well, that's superior, Lil.
Looks like Rose has took unto herself a lot of trouble.
Where are we? ThOxBW. There they are, gentlemen. I suggest we avoid any shooting or rough work till they've had a chance to tell it their way. Mr. Mapes and I will do the talking.
The one that got Kincaid is mine. Don't forget that.
He's yours when we shore. 10 men will go with Mr. Gray and come up from behind. Bartlett, take 6 men and work through those woods back of the cabin. Gerald, you and Farnley and the rest will go with me. Would you like a gun, Mr. Davies?
No, thank you.
Sparks?
Thank you. No, sir, Major Tetley.
As you choose. Get up. Drop it.
Now put up your hands.
No sabe.
It's all right, brother. You will.
Take it easy, mister. Stay where you are and put your hands up. General, collect the guns.
What do you want? What are you trying to do?
Shut up. We'll tell you when we want you to talk.
This ain't no stick-up, brother. This is a posse, if that means anything to you.
Well, we haven't done anything.
General!
Get him up.
Tie them up.
Get out. Get in.
All right, get in there.
Well, at least you might tell us what we're being held for.
I'd rather you told us.
Well, we must be pretty important, or else awfully dangerous.
It ain't that you're so dangerous, it's just that most of the men ain't never seen a real triple hanging.
A hanging? Well, what have we done? Aren't you even going to tell us what we're accused of?
Rustling. Ever hear of it?
Rustling.
And murder.
Murder.
Mr. Martin, what did we do?
It's all right, Dad. There's some mistake.
Remember me?
He's talking to you, mister.
No sabe.
He don't speak English.
I got a different notion.
I'll make him talk.
That'll do, Conley.
Listen, you wife had enough of your playing God Almighty. Who picked you for this job, anyhow? We got him, I say, let's swing him before we all freeze to death.
If you're cold, here's a fire. Warm yourself. And I advise you to control your tongue, too. We'll get along better. Who's boss of this outfit?
I am.
And your name?
Donald Martin.
Where you from?
Pike's Hole.
That's a lie.
This gentleman's from Pike's Hole. Would you like to change your story?
I just moved in 3 days ago. I'm on Dave Baker's place up in the north end.
Dave Baker moved out 4 years ago, and the places are right. The barns are all falling down, the sagebrush is sticking up through the porch.